Hola Unconventionals, I'm Amelia, JP is behind the camera, and we are with our tribe throwing axes today. We're here with James with Viking Axe, and he is giving axe throwing lessons today, and it is super fun, so I'm really glad we came out for this. James, tell us your story. How on earth did you get into throwing axes in Cuenca, Ecuador?
Okay, well, axe throwing is very popular in the States and Canada. There's axe throwing bars in all the major cities.
Right.
They're popping up everywhere. There's leagues, tournaments. It's like a bowling alley, like darts on steroids, you know.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty cool. I really had no idea about it. I was hiking up in Cajas with the guy. He was actually one of the executive producers of The Tonight Show.
Oh, cool.
And I said, well, what exactly do you do? He's like, well, I kind of orchestrate, do the logistics for all the activities on the show. He's like, for example, last week we had the guy from Aquaman throwing axes. I'm like, really? Like, is he a lumberjack? He's like, no, it's a new craze going on. I'm like, really? And I've been down here too long, right? And he said, yeah, it's crazy. So I went home and Googled it, and I'm like, that's cool. And I've always been into slingshots and archery, you know, hands-on stuff,
Okay.
right? So I went and got a couple axes at the hardware store, and I just couldn't do it, right? And then I finally Googled, you know, how to throw an axe and watched the YouTube videos. And then once I got it down, they started sticking. I'm like, you know, this is fun.
Yeah, it becomes addictive.
Yeah. Then I Googled, you know, axe throwing places in South America, you know, nada. So I started, this is a mobile axe throwing deal. I go around to my friends' restaurants and bars, places that have the area suitable for a safe throwing area. And that's what we do. It's fun.
Yeah, well, I'm really glad you decided to do this because it is fun.
Oh yeah, it takes a while to get used to, as you know, but once you got it, it's you can do this for, some people are into it, some people aren't. It just depends. You don't know until you try.
Well, you're right. And what's the harm in trying, right? How often do you actually get to go and throw an axe safely?
It's fun. I mean, once you get into it, it's a very, I don't call it meditative, but it's a good way just to go out and de-stress. If you can build a simple stand in your backyard, and it's a good way for the concentration. It's great for kids.
Thanks so much for chatting with us for a few minutes, and now I think it's time to go throw some axes.
Yeah.
Show us how it's done, please.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
This will be the throwing line right here.
Okay.
Okay, and this is 12 feet from the throwing line to the target. Okay?
Okay.
This other line, this is the safety zone in here.
Oh.
So only the two people who are throwing are in here.
I see.
Everyone else just
has to stay back.
stands back, right.
It's good to have a safety zone when throwing axes.
So it's basically pretty simple, okay? There's a few things you have to remember. The axe, when you throw it, will take one rotation when it hits the target.
Okay.
Okay? The axe will spin on its own. All you have to do is let it slide out of your hand.
Oh no.
What people try to do is they try to spin it themselves, and then it spins too much, and then you're hitting, you know, here and here.
Okay.
Okay, so the main thing is you want the axe to just slide out of your hand. You want to hear that.
Okay.
Okay. If you're right-handed, start with your right foot forward on the line. If you're left-handed, start with your left foot forward on the line.
Okay.
And then we'll switch. Everyone has to find their own style and their own hatchet. This is a tomahawk, and this is a hatchet.
Okay.
Right? Small tomahawk, larger tomahawk. Okay. This is about 2.5 pounds. You get your foot on the line, and you want to start by, you want to hold the hatchet down at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay. Not up here, but like right here. Okay. And you want to aim it, just like a gun. So just, you know, right here, just in line with the bullseye. Okay. You want to start by aiming it, and then your throw, it's a full arm throw. It's not just an elbow throw, it's a full arm.
Oh, okay.
So you want to get your elbow up to get the hatchet above your head. You don't want to be going, right?
Oh.
Right, so you want to get it up there so your elbow is actually pointing at the target.
Oh,
you want to get your elbow up.
Okay.
Okay? And it's a continuous motion. It's not like this and stop. It's, you know, come up and throw. Okay? When you come up and throw, the main thing is keeping your wrist stiff. You don't want to be breaking your wrist. Okay? The more you break your wrist, the more it will spin. Okay? So if you keep your wrist stiff and you throw it and just let it slide out, it will spin on its own one time. All right? So when you're throwing, like in slow motion, you know, I aim it, I'll come up, you see the axe is pointing up? I'm not bringing it down. If I bring it down, then I have to compensate and it's going to spin too much. So I come here, and then from there, you go forward, okay? And you want to stop where you start. So I want to start here, and I want to stop here, okay? So when after I throw, keep your arm there, okay? Because wherever your arm's pointing, that's where the hatch is going. Start up, line it up, and my arm's pretty much right there, right? So this is a perfect throw when the handle's vertical, right?
Okay.
For the women, this is a good one to start with.
Okay.
It's a little bit lighter. And then try this. We'll save this for last. You can use this as a two-handed throw.
Okay.
Which sometimes works. Okay. So all I ask is, when you throw, stay here. Don't just throw it and go get your axe because this person's throwing.
Oh, right.
Wait for the other person to throw. Go together.
Okay.
Get your axes and come back. Okay.
Okay.
There's a stationary throw, and some people need a little more oomph, right? So that's when you do the step throw. So you get in your position, you take a step back,
I see.
and then use your body momentum. Okay.
He makes it look so easy.
And you want to use your body. You don't just want to get just stiff and just throw. You want to put your body into it.
Okay.
Right? And you'll feel it. Yeah, it's going to take 1 or 2, 3 throws, but you can do it. So who's up first? The two gals? Anastasia?
Okay. Sure.
Amelia?
Yep. Okay. Let's do it.
Let me grab the other tomahawk.
You ready to throw an axe?
Yes.
I did it last week, so you can wait.
You can go. You want to go first?
No, you're up. Go.
Okay.
So you want at the front line, right?
I feel silly. Okay. So it's this part. So
Right.
aim, and then.
Yeah. And so now you're coming back.
Try
Oh,
to
yeah.
break.
So-
Don't worry, it's normal.
Yeah. So you're coming
Wait,
back.
wait,
So
wait.
you come back. Keep the axe
Oh,
right out
I
there.
see. So don't do that.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Right. So.
And then when you come, just kind of use your like move forward, and then switch legs. See what's more comfortable. Okay, you try to just
I know I tossed it.
just get more comfortable. Go on,
I
just try it.
can't
Good.
say anything because when I throw the first
Yeah.
It's
3
weird.
times, I was a little scared about that.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Just kind of get comfortable, and put a little more force into it.
It's more
But
confidence.
anyway, you
now.
hit it.
Yeah.
Anastasia, hold it down a little bit. Yeah.
So
there you
down
go.
like this,
Yeah,
and
put your
then.
yeah. See? Okay. Keep going. You got it. Try switch your feet, whatever's more comfortable for you. Right to your right. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, jump.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch feet. All right. So aim. Oh wait, don't.
Yeah. See, now you went back and then you dropped it before you came forward.
Okay. I know I can feel myself doing that. I want
I don't know
to
why
do
you
it like
feel
a.
better.
All right, you got to get at least one in the
I know.
in the wood before we're done
Okay,
here.
land
Yeah,
one.
let me try this.
Okay.
I mean, like, it's kind of wet. Will it slide?
Show us how it's done, Ronnie.
Let's see.
Siempre la mano, esto. Déjame ver si latino porque. No.
Wait,
Esa es más pesada.
Oh yeah. Be careful,
What
please.
is heavy? It's more heavy than the that you are using.
They're all different weights.
Yeah.
Do you put?
Too much pressure.
Yeah.
Take 2.
Take 2.
Ah. 1 out of 2.
So if you're right-handed, put your right foot forward.
Wait.
Nope.
Try and keep those that way.
I didn't even hit it this time. You got this. Yes. Woo! Cool. Very cool.
She doesn't care that because, yeah.
Damn it.
I got it.
Even the devil.
Okay, now.
So you want to get your elbow up, right? It's not like this.
Wow! Holy cow!
Right hand? Okay, so start with your. So this
Did you get it?
So start with your right foot on the line.
That was important.
Julio, thank you so much for inviting us. What did you guys think? Did you have fun?
Well, it's very fun and it's very addictive.
Yes,
Very addictive, and but it's only confidence. It's only try to don't to think too much.
That's good, very good advice.
it's very good to release the stress,
Yeah.
have confidence and security in yourself when you're throwing the axe, because you have a weapon in your arms. Okay, so you need to know how to control it, like your emotion.
Oh, muy bien. How insightful.
And it feels like innerly it feels really good because you're like awakening your Nordic roots.
Yeah.
Feeling like wow, power of the Vikings. So yeah, it felt cool. Still needs a lot of practice.
Yeah, I know.
It feels cool.
I agree. It was so much fun. I can't wait to do it again. It's definitely addictive. We're gonna
Don't
have
be
to go to the pub.
shy. Don't be shy is the first times you even you are not near or close to the
target.
target because it's normal, but it's
And don't you feel bad if you break the target?
Yeah, oh yeah, like she did. She has so much strength. We had so much fun. Thank you, Viking Axe, and we will put their contact information in the blog post, and we'll link that in the description below. And on that note, we will see you all soon. Ciao. Bye.